Hello, this is your BeLive Studio. I'm Stephen and I'm about to give you a conducted tour of the studio. Down the left hand side you can see all the options that you can use before you go live, whilst you're live. All are available to you to use to customize your studio exactly as you wish. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you come into the studio is add your camera. And you can have a desktop camera, an external camera, a DSLR camera, in fact any camera you choose, and I'll show you later in the series of courses how to actually use your mobile phone in the broadcast. It's sophisticated but easy to use, and let's go through the options that you have. Camera, you've got the camera at the bottom there, and I can go and I can select which camera I want, I can select which microphone I want, and I can also select which speakers I'm going to use. Now, as you can see, as I'm speaking, you're getting the indicator to show that I'm actually being heard. You can broadcast in whatever resolution you wish. I'm in 1080 at the moment, but you could well be in 720, 480 or 360. It does depend how good your internet signal is, and I'll come back to that when I actually talk about cameras in one of the following lectures. You can, let's just take that off the screen. The next option down after your camera is the guest. Now on BeLive you can have 3 guests on screen with you, 4 people in total, and you all have equal space on the screen. You can change the screen layout whilst you're live to actually feature one person, to feature the 4 of you, to feature 3 of you. You can drop somebody off so there are only 2 people on screen. You can mix it up, all from within your studio. But to invite a guest, you've got a guest link. This is your studio, this is your room, the guest link stays the same. So you can send the guest link out before the broadcast when you do a test. You can send the guest link out just before the show. Anybody who has the guest link has access to your studio, but you have control. When you invite a guest, they will appear in the staging area below me, and it is my choice whether I bring them on screen or not. Now, we'll talk about what to do with the guest link in a future lecture. And the next option is the ability to share your screen. Now you can share an application, you can share the entire screen, or you can share a Chrome tab. And to share a Chrome tab you just click and press share, and that then comes into your staging area. Okay, I'm going to cancel. If you make a mistake, you don't want this option, just press cancel and it's back to me. Okay, now the next option that I'm going to go through, well, no, I'll come on to that in a minute, is media. Now media can come from 3 separate places. You can upload media from your hard drive. You can upload media from Facebook, so you can take any picture you've ever had on Facebook can be brought into the live broadcast. And also you can, from within BeLive, play YouTube videos natively. There is a full, it's not video sharing, it's a video player, and all you need is the link to the video, the rights to use it, and I'll cover that later, and you can bring a YouTube video into your broadcast at any time. You can bring several YouTube videos into your broadcast. They will all be in the staging area. You can bring them up on screen, but they will stay there until you delete them. Okay, now I do a show with Nick Wood and we have 4 videos on the show. Nick chooses 2, I choose 2, all 4 sitting in the staging area until we actually want to play them on screen, and we play YouTube videos created by people using BeLive. So that's where you can get assets from. Next thing you can do whilst you're broadcasting on BeLive is live selling. Now, live selling is a very, very powerful system. It allows you to show an item on screen, an image, to give it a description and a title and a price. But this is the magic thing. You can actually attach a link to that particular item so that when you bring it up on screen, the link is posted in the live comments on Facebook. People can click the link, go off to the landing page that you've decided, and they can actually buy whilst you're live. Okay, so you could be doing a demonstration of something, bring the picture up, link is dropped on Facebook, link is dropped on YouTube, and it's there every time you actually put the picture on the screen. You don't have to do anything other than setting it up. And let's just have a quick look. When we're playing videos, we have the video, title, link, and as soon as we put that in our show on Mondays, people can watch, rather than the 5 minutes of the video we show, they can watch the whole video. And you can sell anything. You can sell services, you can sell products. You can also, and this is important, you can also raise money for charity. If you're doing a charity event, then picture, title, description, link, picture, title, description, link, and that link can be a donation link, so whilst you're live you can actually be taking donations for your charity or cause. Live selling is available by request. Now, running a studio is exciting and fun, but it is handy if you can have somebody you trust who can bring the assets on stage, bring the pictures on stage, change the screen layout, take people off, put people on. They can control the staging area and what's visible on screen and how it's visible on screen, and they can do that from their mobile phone. They do not need to log in. They do not need a Facebook account. They just need to be a friend of yours to whom you've given the link. It goes to an app on their mobile, in their browser, and they can control the screen from their mobile just in the same way that you can control it from within the studio. Again, if you ask for that feature, just ask support, mention me, and they will grant you access to that particular feature. The next thing is, in our studio, is widgets. Now, since the beginning of COVID, we've had 2 widgets, one of which is the thermometer, the other of which is number of days in quarantine. You can use those on screen if you're talking about COVID, if you want to illustrate the point. The other thing you've got is you've got sticky notes. Now, sticky notes can appear anywhere on the page, and you can just move them about the screen. You can change the color. These sticky notes are visible by whoever is actually watching the stream. So in addition to being notes to self, there can be notes for people to read. Okay, you can be very inventive with that. Having switched it on, then one click switches it off, and then there is a new countdown clock. And if I bring the countdown clock on screen and I click it, I've set it for 30 seconds and I'm going to press start now. Now, you can use this countdown clock at the beginning of your show and it will count down 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You set it, and it will count down to 0, and when it gets down to 0, it will automatically disappear from screen. Now, you can't be seen whilst the countdown clock is going, but you can still be heard, and once the countdown clock is finished, it disappears and you're back on screen. Now, there are 3 uses for that. One is the standard countdown clock. We know that we're going live to Facebook and YouTube at the moment. It means that different connection times on Facebook and YouTube, the countdown clock gives you the chance to wait 30 seconds, then start speaking, which means you'll go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. If you're running a quiz and you want to give people 2 minutes to answer a question, then you can use the countdown clock. If you're marketing and you want to give people 3 minutes to order, then you can use it for that too. So it can be used in live selling. So that's the countdown clock. It's a widget. It's available to everybody, and you can quite simply use it as you wish. You can also show text on screen, and if you're going away, you can say I'm back in 20 minutes. The text can be anything you want. It can indeed also be scrolling text. So I'm going to take that one off. Okay, and this is from our live production series, what services can live video producers offer their clients? And we've got a blueprint about that coming out. Now that just scrolls along. Now I'm going to stop that for a moment. You also have the ability to actually change the way the screen looks, and I'll come to that in a second. So there's the text, and then this is very important. Any show needs to be organized, and you need an agenda. Now this is the agenda from Blabbing for Britain this morning. Episode 247. Yes, we've been going 5 years, and all the items that we're going to talk about are in the agenda. Now the agenda cannot be seen by anybody who's watching you, but it's a perfect place to actually keep the running order of the show, the ROS as it's called, and all the items can be brought up on screen just by clicking one button, and there it is. It's on screen. Blabbing for Britain, episode 247, as I said. And then you can cycle through the topics that appear, and you can quickly switch it off. So agenda, you can have as many agendas as you want. I have one for each show, and they're very useful, especially if you forget what you're going to talk about next. A running order is ideal for every show that you do, even if it's only little notes. The other thing is that on the running order you can actually attach text as well. Okay, so you've got the title, and then you've got underneath you've got text. So the agenda is very important of the show. Now this is your broadcast and it's your show, so you need to be able to customize it, and I can customize it by going down to the branding, and I've got a logo on, and of course it's the BeLive logo. I can take it off screen and apply. Okay, and I can have another logo and bring that on screen. Apply. Okay, and I can switch logos whilst I'm live. Okay, I'm going to go back to no logo. Now logos you can build with Canva, or you can have them created on Fiverr. If you've already got one, then you just need to add it and you're in. Okay, now overlays. Overlays you can design on Canva. They're 1920 by 1280. Don't need to remember that, it's written down somewhere. And apply an overlay, you just select it and it then appears on your live broadcast. Now this is just a reminder, if you want a countdown clock which has music and a video, then I do Showcaster countdown clocks for your live broadcasts. They're free and you can use them on Facebook broadcasts and on YouTube broadcasts simply for free. Now if you're doing a different show, you would of course have a different overlay. Okay, and not to labour the point, because this is a cook's tour, you can have an overlay for every show that you do. I'm going to take that one off. Okay, let's go up here and switch that off and apply. Back to me, blank screen. Okay, so the overlay you design in Canva, and then you import it into here, and then you can bring it on screen. It needs to be 1920 by 1280. It needs to be a PNG. If you're not an artist, and I'm graphically challenged, then get somebody to actually do it for you. They must be transparent, PNG, and you can bring those in. We've looked at the logo. Okay, we've used logos, and we've also got backgrounds. I'm going to come back to themes in a minute. You can choose a background. Now the background can be a photograph that you've uploaded, and I'm going to apply it, but this is an important point. If I bring a picture up on screen, then you will see the background, and if I change the layout slightly, and forgive me, if I change my layout, and I'm going to go for that one or that one, you'll see more of the picture if I go for the right one. So the background, you can upload a picture and you can use it as your backdrop. It doesn't change your camera feed. I'll come on to that when we talk about green screens. But for the moment, you can use a background. The other thing you can do, as we've seen, is that you can actually change themes, and that determines the way things look on screen. I'm going to apply that. And you can see with 2 items on screen, I can go like that. And you can see more of the background. I can go picture in picture. I can go picture in picture. Okay. And that's me, bottom right hand corner. I can bring myself solo. I bring another item on screen. Take myself off solo. You can now see 3 items on screen. With 3 items, I've got more variations. That's the way things actually look on screen. So the more items you have, you've got different screen layouts you can actually use. And as host of the show, I can appear at the top with the 2 guests underneath, and quite a lot of people actually use that format. I can bring another picture up on screen, and you'll see now we'll go 4 square. Okay, so 4 items on screen, 4 people on screen, 4 assets on screen, you go 4 square. And again, you can change the layout to actually suit yourself, and you can put them side by side, or you can bring them so that again I'm on top, the image is underneath. If I change the theme, and let's go here and change the theme to the classic theme, then you'll see another way of laying things out. Okay, so changing themes change the layout. 4 items on screen at any one time. If you've got additional guests, they can be voice only, but they can't be seen on screen. Okay, so that's the branding, and we've been through overlays, themes, logos, and backgrounds. Below me is the staging area, and you can see I've got 4 items on screen. I can bring any of them full screen just by clicking the button. That will make them full screen. Okay, so you've got total control, and back to me. You are in control. This is your studio. On the right hand side over here, this is where the comments will appear when you're live, and basically any comment you can show on screen, it will show the comment, it will show who wrote it, and it will show their profile photo. That's whilst you're live, and whether the comment comes from Facebook or YouTube, you can show it on screen. This is your studio. This is BeLive. Now, when you have guests on the screen, it's good to be able to actually chat to them privately. You can't talk to them, but you can chat in the host chat, and if they've got a problem, they can tell you in the host chat. Okay. When a guest comes in, they will appear in the staging area down below. Live, you can see how many people are watching, top right hand corner. You can see the number of likes you've had. You can see the comments coming through, everything there from the live broadcast to Facebook and or YouTube. To set up a broadcast, you just click edit stream. It shows you the settings for the stream, and this is a show I'm doing tomorrow, and the show's only going to YouTube at the moment. If I wanted it to go to Facebook, I can just add that it can go to Facebook, and I can go to 2 destinations at the same time. 2 lots of Facebook and YouTube. It's your choice, but it's so simple and straightforward to schedule. You just have where you're going to, the visual that you're going to use, the title and a description, and press save, and that creates the post on Facebook and post on YouTube depending on where you're going. Okay, I'm going to click back to me. So scheduling is covered. If you've got several scheduled shows, you can pick from the shows at the top of the screen. Okay, and then when you're ready to go live, you just press the start button and go live. And you can go live 1 person on screen, 2 on screen, 3 on screen, 4 on screen. You can add and remove people whilst you're live. You can change anything that I've showed you whilst you're live. So that's it. That's BeLive Studio 2. I'll see you in the next video.